Well, I was experiencing pain, and it wasn't, it was building. It started out slow when I was still working, and then shortly after I retired, it really became very sharp pain in my knee and a lot of discomfort. I had somebody recommend me a surgeon for knees, and he took a look at it, took the x-rays and all the testing that he did, and found that the meniscus was torn. The repair was never quite what I expected. It was never as good as it was a few years before that. And so it really didn't last very long. I was disappointed in how I had the surgery done about a year after I retired, and within 6 months, a lot of the pain was back already. My name is Jim, and I'm from Amherst, Wisconsin. And at that time, they suggested that the next step forward would be knee replacement. And I didn't really like the idea of that. I like to prolong the idea of that as far as I can. The only therapy I ever did, the doctor went arthroscopically and took away, worked on the torn meniscus. But other than that, it was Advil orally, and then some painkillers on the knees, Bengay and stuff like that, or that fashion. But that's really the only thing that I've done over the years. So I saw the Integrated Pain Solutions advertised on TV, and I thought, I wonder what that's all about. So I came up and I talked to Dr. Grant for the initial consultation, and I brought my wife along, who had worked in orthopedics for a while down in Stevens Point, and she really liked the concept, the thought of the design of it, and so she gave me the thumbs up, and let's give it a try. If it can stave off a knee replacement for a few years, that'd be wonderful. I did spend a lot of time standing on concrete floors, walking on concrete floors. For about 6 years, I ran a coordinate measuring machine, and that was all leaning over on your toes. I had a lot of plantar fasciitis. I had neuroma on my foot, bunions. I got all kinds of foot problems. But that's one thing I will say. Not only did Grant address the issues I was having with my knee, but the correlation with my hip. So he made sure the hip was straightened out, and that the knee is working together with the hip. He had given me approximately 70% improvement, and on the initial consultation. And in my experience, it's been significantly more than that. I'm very pleased with the results that we've had so far. So, actually, I had smashed my finger with a hammer at work years and years and years ago. And the physical therapist, it looked like it was broken because it was uneven, but the physical therapist used it was like a laser to remove some of the swelling. And so that was my first experience with it, and the finger turned out very well. And so that kind of had opened my mind to the thought of using lasers for healing. Well, I did some research, and I saw that was part of the plan, so I knew that coming in. And I kind of thought, well, it's worked before, so I'll try it again. The fact that it's non-invasive and no drugs. As a matter of fact, I brought a list of the medications I took, and Grant said, no, we don't need any of that because we're not going to take that into consideration. And I said, I thought that's great because, quite frankly, I don't want to sound anti-doctors or anything, but there's a lot of people giving you prescriptions for this or for that. And if I can stay away from that, I like that. I'll tell you what, it's been working really well. The thing about knee pain is it's shoulder pain stuff. Well, you don't do this, you don't do that, because I've had some shoulder issues too. But with knee pain, it really stops you from doing what you want to do, whether it's hiking or bicycling, and the pain is always there. And that's what I was starting to see, is that I didn't walk as much, and then it kind of snowballs because it hurts, you don't walk, and then because you're not walking, it hurts even more. And so I'm back to my old self. I'm back to hiking. A couple weeks ago, I tried water skiing. I thought, well, that put it to a good test, and it went really well. The rest of my body hurt, but not my knee. And hiking in the sand at the dunes on Lake Michigan and stuff that I wouldn't have done, I'm able to do now. So I'm very happy, very pleased with the results of the different therapies that they've been doing on my knee. And when you come here, it's just a joy to come here in the morning because everybody's so friendly, everybody's so pleasant. They all are very engaged with you, and they want to know how things were going, and you have an opportunity to interact with them, and they're wonderful. My experience with Integrated Pain Solutions has been wonderful. I feel like my knee is at least better than it has been in the last 7 or 8 years, and it's really allowed me to get back to doing the things that I really enjoy doing: the hiking, the biking, the climbing tree stands in fall. And I would highly recommend their services to others with similar problems.